Hi everyone, Kaary here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing great today. So today I'm back with a very special build for you guys because we're actually building in the brand new world of Innisgreen, and this is the world that we got with the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. This is the first time that I'm building with this expansion pack. I of course bought the pack the same day it was released, and I started building this house. I really wanted to build a kind of Hobbit inspired house. I do have to say this is by no means a like Hobbit house based on the Hobbit or anything like that. I just really wanted to give it a try because I was kind of excited to build something more magical and whimsical, and I promised my boyfriend that I would build a Hobbit house because we knew that we were going to be getting like these new roof features and stuff, like the new roof textures, I have to say, and that I could actually build a Hobbit house now with more details and stuff. So yeah, that's what I decided was going to be like my first build, and I ended up really liking this house. But I do have to say, this house is loosely inspired by one of Jessica Pye's videos. I don't know if you know her. If you don't, go and check her channel out because she's an amazing builder. She's inspired me to build many things, and this is one of those. She built a Hobbit house a few months ago when we didn't even know that we're going to be getting fairies, and she was the inspiration that I got for me to start this house because I have always wanted to build something like this. I just never knew how to start building it. It was kind of scary. I just didn't know how to start, how big to make it, how I was gonna be able to fit more than just one sim in this house, anything like that. So what I did was to watch her speed build, and like the process that she used to create the exterior of this house, it was pretty much what I did as well. So yeah, if you've seen her videos and you saw that and you think, okay, but this is pretty much what she did, yeah, the thought process is the same, but the build, it doesn't look like hers. That's this is all me. But yeah, it didn't take any inspiration pictures from Pinterest to create the exterior of this build. I just used it for the interior. I tried to find different pictures to create something that felt like Hobbit inspired. But as I said, this is by no means something related to Lord of the Rings or anything like that, because I'm not so familiarized with that. But I did want to give it a try. I ended up really liking this house, and I think it blends in quite well with the environment here. I mean, if you like pretend that the road right next to this lot is not there, yeah, you can definitely have this type of housing here. And I just think it looks really cool. I started building this house when I still didn't have the pack, so I built this in the cottage living world in Hemford and Bagley. I started building this in a 40 by 30 lot, and this was the first 40 by 30 lot that I found that wasn't like in downtown Innisgreen or anything like that. So that's why I used this lot, but I just really like it. I think it looks really cool, and yeah, it did inspire the landscaping that I did for this build. These plants that I'm adding right now, I'm gonna be getting rid of them because then I'm gonna be changing them for the ones like the wisteria vines, whatever they are, that we got with Enchanted by Nature, because so far I was building without the tool mod, without the Better Buy catalog, and I didn't know where all the plants were. I know that there's a problem, an issue with the tagging of some of the items, and plants were one of those. So yeah, I hadn't found them yet when I was doing all the landscaping, but now I do have the tool mod because Twisted Mexi did something amazing, and he actually updated the tool mod and also the Better Buy catalog the same day the pack was released. I don't know how he did it, but I'm so grateful he did because I could start building this house with the mods again. I was really nervous about how I was gonna do all the landscaping without the tool mod, because I did so much terrain manipulation in this build. I didn't know how I was gonna do all the landscaping, but thanks to Twisted Mexi, for uploading the updated version of the tool mod. That was a lifesaver. I don't know what I would do without the tool mod right now. I use it so much. So yeah, I just needed it, and I was so happy that I got it for the landscaping part of this build. Also, there's gonna be like a jump in the video because I started doing the landscaping in the hill, and there was a blackout and I lost the footage, and I couldn't, I wasn't gonna redo all the landscaping. So there's gonna be a jump and you will see that the landscaping just appears, and then I'm gonna be trying, I think I'm gonna be doing some final touches to it. This is what I was doing with all the trees. I was trying to blend it in a little bit, but then it's gonna be like fully finished. I added some rocks and stuff like that because the hill was looking quite weird, and the rocks, like the debug rocks that we got in this expansion pack, they're really beautiful. Also these mushrooms, I had to use them all over the place because they're really beautiful. And so far, when I'm building this, I haven't done any gameplay yet. The only gameplay, quote unquote, that I've done so far is actually playtesting this house. I did create a fairy for that, and I was really nervous about this house being functional because this house has a lot of diagonal walls. The main area, like the entryway of this house, is in a diagonal, and I was really nervous about my sim not being able to get to the entryway of this house because technically the first floor is the second story of this house. So I was nervous about that. And yeah, actually, if you play with fairies, they can instant fly to different places, so it's like teleporting, so they can actually get into the build if you use that feature. But if you play with a sim that is not a fairy, or if you disable the flying, your sims wouldn't be able to get inside this build because of that issue. So I had to create a little bit of a bump out here in the entryway of this house and add a staircase. And yeah, I think it's still quite unnoticeable. But it's fully functional now, so your sims can actually get into the build if they need to. I actually play tested this house with my fairy sim with the flying disabled, so I really wanted to make sure that any type of sim would get into every single part of this house. And yeah, it ends up working really well. So yeah, this house is fully functional. It's already up on the gallery, so if you want to go and download it. This is a 4-bedroom 2-bathroom house, so it's massive. I actually created this house and I thought it was gonna be smaller, but it ends up being so big. I actually had to shrink it down a little bit because it was way bigger than this. Like the bottom floor, the one that is underground, it was so big, I didn't know what to do with all the space, so I had to shrink it a little bit when I was doing the floor plan. So yeah, it still ends up being a really weird floor plan because of all the diagonal walls, but it ends up being a 4-bedroom 2-bathroom house, and it has space for 2 parents, 2 teenagers, 1 kid, and also an infant. So you can have quite a big family living in here, and they can be fairies, they can be regular sims, they can be werewolves, or any occult that you want, and they would actually use this space quite well because I added a kitchen, I added bathrooms. Even though fairies don't need kitchens, I think they don't even need bathrooms, I'm pretty sure, from what I've seen, but I could be mistaken. But I know they don't need to eat, so I don't know why I would have added a kitchen in a fairy house. But if you want to use it for a sim that is not a fairy, it's fully functional for them as well. So yeah, we're decorating here, we're adding this really beautiful different decor pieces, all these plates with different stuff. And also I do have to say, the counters and cabinets that we got are really pretty, but you can still see the lines dividing every counter, and that's kind of weird. That's something that I haven't seen any other counters having before, so I don't know what's the issue with these ones. Maybe it's something in the design, I have no idea. But I tried to use a darker swatch in there because of that. I didn't want to like see it too much. But now we're decorating the living room, and what I did here is actually create this accent area here with this wallpaper that I have no idea what pack it came with. maybe it could actually have even come with Enchanted by Nature. I have no idea, but I used the fireplace from Enchanted by Nature. The wall decor that I added there is also from Enchanted by Nature. Also the oh, what's the name, the beams as well, and the coffee table, and also the rug. And here I'm adding these shelves with all these playable plants. Now we can have interior plants that your Sims can actually take care of, and some of them work and some of them don't work. The ones on the top shelves, they are not accessible by your Sims. I have no idea why. Maybe it's because they're higher than your Sims. I have no idea, but the game tells you when a plant is not gonna be accessible by your Sim, and that's really cool. So I kept them anyways in there because I wanted to have like nice screenshots and a lot of plants. But when it comes to gameplay, if you want to get rid of them and replace those plants with other decor pieces, you can definitely do that. And yeah, this build is up on the gallery already, so if you want to go and check it out, you can do it. You can find it under my ID, which is KaarySims, or the hashtag KaarySims as well. So yeah, and there's also a link in the description. In every single one of my videos, I add a description, in the description a link, so you can go and download this build right away, and also all the information about this build. So how much it cost, in which lot, in which build world I built it, how many bedrooms and bathrooms it has, and yeah, everything has been play tested. Also, the dining space, I loved it. I used the table from the Nature's Calling Rewards Challenge. So this is an unlockable item that you can actually unlock in the current event that we're having right now in The Sims, and I loved it. I haven't used it before, and I decided it was the best table I could use because I really wanted to have like a big dining space, because I know for a fact that hobbits are supposed to be really good eaters. Like, they eat quite a lot, and they would like to have like this massive table. And also the family living in here is really big, so they needed a big space in here as well. And there's another fireplace and some more decor, because why not having two fireplaces in the same area, right? I mean, this house is massive. They would need two fireplaces. Also, I didn't add a TV in this house. I did add a computer though, but the computer that I add is actually the typewriter. I'm gonna be adding it right now. It's a typewriter from Cottage Living, so it blends in really well with the rest of these build. But that's the only like technological item that I added in here. I didn't add a TV, but I added some bookcases, and I added some other stuff as well for your Sims to have fun and recreate if they want. So yeah, they can read a book if they need to. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this already, because this is the second time doing this voiceover. But if you hear something weird in my voice, it's because I'm still a little bit sick. My son is still a little bit sick as well. So yeah, we're still fighting this like cold, like common cold that we got. And yeah, I still feel a little bit weird in my voice. So if you have noticed that, it's because of that. I'm still a little bit sick, but I need to feel better and get better, and my son too, because my nephew is gonna be born in a couple of days. I'm really excited about that. That's my first nephew, and I really want to go and meet him. So I need to be better for that. But yeah, I took over the main bedroom. I didn't use the bed that we got with this extension pack because I just don't want to overuse all the items. I really have some other ideas that I want to build as well with this extension pack, and I just didn't want to overuse the items. So I'm gonna be saving some of them for another build. That's the same thing with the toilet in the bathroom, because the toilet is so beautiful, but I just don't think it felt like it belonged to this house in particular. I do think it's gonna belong to another house that I have in my mind, like a fairy house and stuff. But yeah, I didn't use it in here. This is the kids room. This is one of the kids rooms. I thought for a second having two kids in this bedroom, but I decided against it because I wanted to have space for a desk. I used this chair that we got with the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack, also the dresser that you saw me adding on the main bedroom as well, but in a different swatch. And I just really like all the items. I think they're really cool. They're not so versatile though. I mean, you cannot use all of these items in a suburban house or in a more traditional build. They're really niche, but I think they're really, really nice. And if you want to build something here in Innisgreen, you can definitely use these items here, of course. And maybe if you want to build something in Sylvan Glade or in more of a magical world, maybe you can even build something like using these items in Glimmerbrook, the world that we got with Realm of Magic. So yeah, you can still do many things with this pack. I just don't think it's such like too versatile in comparison with others like Growing Together or I don't know, even Horse Ranch. But anyways, we're working on the nursery right now. It's really tiny, but everything functions, and it doesn't have a window. The other bedroom is the only one with a window, and I did try my best to have a window in every single bedroom, but it was impossible because all these rooms are underground, and I really tried to trick the game somehow and try to have windows that would actually have light like coming through, and I don't know, it was impossible. I just couldn't do it. But anyways, I still think this bedroom looks really, really cool. The toy box that we got, it's so beautiful, and there are so many beautiful items in here. This is the teens room, so this is for 2 teens. And you can see that I'm using this bed from Horse Ranch and so many items from Horse Ranch as well. That was really hard for me to say. But anyways, we're adding some decors here from Enchanted by Nature, and also this rug again because it's really, really beautiful. And this fairy plushie, I know that there's a real life version of that fairy plushie. I wish I could buy it. I can't. But it's really beautiful, so I'm really happy that we got it in the game as well. And they do have a desk as well with this new, I think it's a new feature, like I don't know, I don't know how to use that item. I just added in there because it came with the pack, and because I know it's a different activity that your Sims can do. But I'm pretty sure it's like you put plants in there and they appear as the wall decor that I added in the bedroom. I don't know. I could be mistaken because, as I said, I haven't done any gameplay yet. I have been trying to watch people doing gameplay. I always do every time that we get a pack, like a new pack, and people do like all these overviews and they do all these gameplay videos and stuff. But for this pack, I haven't had the time to focus on the gameplay. So I have been really trying to do my best paying attention to all the build and buy and everything that you can build and decorate with this pack, but I haven't seen that much gameplay, so that's my fault. I should be trying to watch more gameplay videos and trying to understand a little bit, because yeah, life has been going on really, really weirdly lately, and I just don't know when I'm gonna have time to actually sit and play, like do gameplay myself, besides playtesting my builds. But yeah, we're in the exterior again because I really didn't know how to do this part, and I wanted to give it a try to do more landscaping here. Also, that kind of round hutch or whatever that is that I placed, it's a debug item. I have no idea if it has gameplay on it originally. I have no idea where to find it. I have no idea what it is. I just think it looks nice. I placed it in there. There was an empty space. I didn't know what to do with it, so I kept it in there, and I still think it looks really cute, so I kept it. And yeah, it just gives you like another, like a different vibe to this Hobbit house. Maybe it's another Hobbit house, I have no idea. But yeah, we're adding this lock here from Journey to Batu, and this one from Cottage Living. And then I'm gonna be off camera, I'm gonna be changing a little bit of the landscaping, because I'm gonna be adding some gardening patches, so your Sims can actually do some gardening here if they want to, because there was a lot of space and it was kind of lost space for me. I always like to have a lot of different activities when it comes to this type of builds. So yeah, I did some changes off camera. You will see them in the screenshots. Now we're using this I think it's a like a bench or something from horse ranch to create like this staircase situation here. But that's gonna be pretty much it. So I really hope you guys like this build, and if you did, please remember to like this video, also comment and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also follow me on social media. Links are all in the description down below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots. Goodbye.